Okay, I'll just start and then just raise your hand. Danielle, just talk us through thoughts on the match, on how your opponent played and how pleased you are to get through to the third round.
Yeah, I wasn't super surprised by how Destiny was playing. I remember seeing her a couple of years ago and always thinking that she would end up making a good run and having a great career. And yeah, obviously very talented and was doing a lot of things too well at times. So I just had to try to, hang in there and do everything that I can. And yeah, luckily I found some momentum there back in the end.
Okay, we'll start with Mark.
Danielle, obviously we're going to ask you about the interaction at the end with the crowd. How did you find the crowd during the match, and tell us about the reaction at the end?
I loved it. I've been doing this my whole life, and I love playing in a crowd that has energy, regardless of what side they're on. And I'm somebody too, it kind of just motivates me even more. So it's kind of a good thing, especially when I'm not playing that well. So I think it really helped me in the end and just helped me concentrate more and challenged me at times, and just, pushed me kind of through the finish line. I was really happy too, in the end, when I finally got momentum, I'm like, well, I'm going to be out here for 2.5 hours and putting up with all these people, I might as well just take the bigger paycheck, right? And I was super happy to do that. And one of the greatest things about being a professional athlete is the people that don't like you and the people that hate you, they actually pay your bills. It's kind of a cool concept. And, obviously my professional career is not going to last forever. And so I just remind myself every day, when I have that kind of stuff, they're paying my bills. Every person that's bought a ticket to come out here and heckle me or, do what they do, it's all going towards the Danielle Collins Fund. So, yeah, bring it on. I love it.
Where are you going in holiday?
So me and my group of girlfriends, we love a 5-star vacation. So I can guarantee you that check is going to go towards our next 5-star trip, hopefully to the Bahamas. We like boats. We like big boats. We like yachts. So, we'll post about it and let you guys know how it goes.
Dan. Yeah, you? Did you have a question?
Why do you think the crowd turned against you to that extent in that match?
Oh, I think in a lot of ways. Look, Destiny is from here, and I think they really wanted for her to win badly. I think there was a lot of people that were super drunk and had a hard time controlling themselves and were really excited. I think, too, they wanted to continue seeing a good, long, hard match. But, yeah, look, I'm from a different country and here competing against someone that's from here. And ultimately, it was a pretty cool environment, I thought. Even though it was pretty rowdy, this girl loves it, so.
Over there?
Yeah.
Yes, you. Yeah.
Yep. Does it phase you at all? I guess sort of being maybe even the pantomime villain going forward, when you play Madison the next match, if a few of these guys remember it, it seems like it doesn't bother you. Does it spur you on?
Yeah, all I have to say is good luck, pissing somebody off or getting under the skin of somebody that literally doesn't give a. Can I say it?
Don't say it.
Seriously, good luck trying to get under the skin of somebody that really doesn't care.
Okay, Mark?
Can I ask you about the timing of the medical timeout with your foot?
Yeah.
It didn't seem to be an issue in the final set. People on the outside might look at it and go, the timing was to try to put Destiny off. Can you talk us through it? What the issue was there?
Yeah, of course they're going to say that. It was very obvious. I was struggling with getting my legs on my serve. I was missing a lot of serves, and I was having to compensate quite a bit because every time I put my foot in flexion, I was kind of doing this weird thing with my back leg, and I was missing a lot of serves because of it, honestly. And I was also having a hard time kind of pushing out of the corners, and it kind of got to the point that I needed to try to have some aid with it and get some anti-inflammatories. It flared up during Adelaide. I haven't had any pain with it since, and all of a sudden, I think just from all the pounding, especially on takeoff and trying to put it in flexion, everything you do when you're walking, you're putting your foot in flexion. So I needed to have some assistance on it, and it just was progressively kind of getting worse, and I just really needed it. So I try to only use the medical timeouts when I am in pain. I don't need to play head games with the level that I play at. And I felt like it did help me in the end because I did start serving quite a bit better after that. I feel like I kind of adjusted, and started going back to what I do with my feet on my serve a little bit better, and got some momentum on the serve. And I was pushing out of the corners and running down a few more balls there in the end, so it was helpful. Part of the game.
So can I just one more on it? So what's the specific injury? Like, it's your foot, is it?
It's like on
bottom
the
of your foot, or-
underneath my big toe on the circle. I don't know what that muscle's called, but it's like when you're in flexion, it's like on the, I don't know. I have to show you. I don't think anybody wants to see my feet right now.
Okay, we'll do a couple more here. Yeah.
Danielle, the Australian Open announced just a few minutes ago that set a new attendance record today. Key Arena is a relatively new arena, new atmosphere there. You've kind of spoken a bit about the crowds tonight. What's your general feel about the tournament as it is, and particularly the level of crowds?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you could definitely see today, just looking around the grounds, that there were a lot of people here, more tennis fans coming out to support. And, I think Australia specifically has a huge tennis fan base, and we see a lot of crowds each year, but I definitely noticed today, just observing, from the dining area of everybody walking around, it seems like there were more people than ever before. So yeah, it's super great for the sport. Obviously, this is so important for all of us, and is a big part of why we're able to get to be, professional tennis players and do this for a living.
Okay, last one here. Yep.
Just a throw forward. Obviously, first up, you're playing Madison now, who I imagine is very familiar to you. Your thoughts on that? And also, you've gone deep here before. Do you feel like you're in a position where you can do that again?
Yeah, we'll see. It's like sometimes comes down to the flip of a coin, right? And Maddie's been playing some great tennis. She's been on a heck of a tear the last couple of weeks, and it's crazy. We've played so many matches against each other, and the only thing I can really think about is the fact that we were pen pals when we were 10 years old. So, we go back really far and are good friends. And, it's a pretty cool, pretty full circle moment to go from like 10 and unders and 12 and unders to playing on one of the biggest stages in the world.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Wide World of Sports on YouTube is your home of the tennis this summer.
With highlights of the best matches of the summer of tennis, the on-court interviews and every day with the morning serve, you'll be ahead of the game.
So click that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing this summer.